Folks, I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm not exactly looking forward to today's tier list. And that's because I'm making a vegetable tier list, and yeah, I know what you're thinking immediately. You're thinking, oh, that's because he's fat. He doesn't eat vegetables. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I get comments like that quite a lot. People saying, oh, go eat a vegetable, fatty. Stop screaming about Australia being fake. Blah, blah, blah. I get that. I get it. I get those comments all the time. Okay, hilarious. Ha ha ha. But anyway, moving on to more important things. We are doing a vegetable tier list here today, and there are a lot of vegetables here, and I'm not sure I can name them all. I had a quick glance. I've not really inspected this. I've had a quick glance, and yeah, there are a lot here that I cannot name. I do not know what they are. But I will give it my best shot to try and work out what each of them is. I do want to make you aware that for a very long time in my life, I barely ate any vegetables at all. Since I was young, I'd maybe peas and I eat corn on the cob, but that was basically it, unless you count potatoes as a vegetable. My diet used to consist of meat, bread, and potatoes, and that was basically it. The last few years I've gotten a bit better. I'm less fussy now. Like I was a very picky eater my entire life, and I still am to a large extent. I wouldn't eat anything with cheese, anything with tomato in it, anything with vinegar in it. I wouldn't eat any sauces. Like my diet when I was younger growing up used to literally be skinless sausages that you would fry and some bacon or chicken nuggets, stuff like that. Like I wouldn't even eat steaks back then. I wouldn't eat burgers. There were so many things I just would not touch. I wouldn't eat pasta. I wouldn't eat noodles. I wouldn't eat rice. I would not eat anything other than like bread, sausages, bacon, and chicken nuggets. With time, I got better and better. When I was like 13 or something, I started eating steaks and burgers. And from there, I started eating more and more meats as I got older, until eventually I got to the point, maybe a couple of years ago, when I started eating noodles for the first time. I started trying like different sauces, like peppercorn sauce on a steak. I've started that, and maybe only a year ago probably I tried that for the first time. And now I actually eat some seafood as well. I actually eat some fish. I love calamari. I love scallops, my absolute favorite thing in the world. Scallops, love them. And I have also started eating some other vegetables. I eat corn on the cob still. That was like the one vegetable I always ate. And I also eat peppers now, and I've started eating chilies, and I eat broccoli, and I eat spring onions, and I started eating a lot of different things. So my diet is miles better than it used to be. I mean, it's still not great. I still won't eat anything with tomato in it or anything with vinegar in it. But I do eat smoked cheese now, so long as it's not melted. Anyway, let's stop rambling and get on to this tier list. So I'm going to start here. Corn. Corn's one I know. It's a pretty simple one. I don't think corn, honestly, is that great. Popcorn is amazing. I love popcorn, salted popcorn, or buttered popcorn. One of my favorite things in the world. I can't wait for cinemas to open back up after lockdown here in the UK, because I'm a Cineworld Unlimited. My hair is annoying me. I'm a Cineworld Unlimited member, and I love going there and watching all the movies and eating popcorn. Anyway, where am I putting corn? Corn is okay. It's not great. Honestly, it annoys me, because when you bite into corn, like, I don't like just corn on a plate and you use your fork and pick it. I think that's kind of gross. But when it's on the cob, I like it on the cob. And mainly that's because I love slathering butter over it. Without the butter, I actually don't think it's very enjoyable. But it is a great device for delivering butter to my mouth. However, it has this huge problem where when you bite it, when it's on the cob, it gets stuck in your teeth, and it's such a nuisance to eat. And honestly, I'm going to give it a B for that reason. I mean, it is a very good butter delivery device, and that's why it's going to stay in B. If it wasn't for the butter, this is going to be like down in C or D. But the butter delivery prospects of this thing make it worth having. Right, next up. Is this a potato? Is it? Is that potato? I hope it's potato. It kind of looks like potato. I don't know if it is potato or not. I'm going to say it is potato, and if it is potato, it goes S tier. I mean, who doesn't like potatoes? Potatoes are fantastic. They're amazing, and there are so many different things you can do with them. You can make chips, or fries as Americans would say. You can make roast potatoes, jacket potatoes, boiled potatoes, mashed potatoes. So many different options, and even when you take each of those things, you can flavor them differently. I love making some roast potatoes. I love parboiling some potatoes, fluffing them up a little bit in a pot, adding a little bit of flour, putting some maybe goose fat in a baking tray, shoving them in there and roasting them in the oven. It's absolutely fantastic. I love potatoes. So many things you can do with potatoes, and yeah, they have to go in S tier. Next up, we have broccoli. For a while, I was quite enjoying broccoli, and I'm going to put it in the B tier, underneath, probably on par with corn. And for a while, I've been enjoying broccoli, maybe about a year. I much prefer the tender stem rather than just normal broccoli, even though like the stem part is actually my least favorite part of the broccoli. When me and Vi eat dinner, We have this broccoli and we cook it, and we cut it up, and she takes the stems and I take the heads. But yeah, I do prefer the tender stem stuff, and again, I love throwing like garlic and butter over that stuff. That makes it just divine. Without it though, without the garlic and the butter or whatever, it's going to be not too great. It's just kind of plain and not too exciting. Kind of the same as the corn here, so that's why we're putting it there. Next up, we have these bell peppers, or sweet peppers, people sometimes call them. I like these a lot, and these are actually going to get an A for me. This is actually a vegetable that I've not even been eating for as long as a year, maybe 9 months ago or something. I started eating these, and yeah, I love them. I love them a lot. I wish I had eaten them sooner. I love just frying them. I love having them roasted. I just love them in general. Mainly frying them is best, and I like putting them in wraps. I like putting them in a little stir fry. Just anything. It's pasta. They're just really good. They're really versatile, and I like them a lot. The red ones are definitely the best ones. Next up, we have spring onion. Yeah, I know that's spring onion. Spring onion, I'm going to put it at like the top of B tier. It's not something I really care about. Spring onion's almost, for me, it's like an afterthought. It's like, what am I putting in my stir fry? Oh, we've got some chicken. Oh, we've got some noodles. Oh, we've got some peppers. Oh, we've got some garlic. Oh, we've got some whatever else. And suddenly you think, let's pad it out with a little bit of spring onion. So you just throw it in there. I mean, I don't think it's overly tasteful. I don't think about them very much, honestly, but they're okay. They're quite inoffensive. And so next we have carrots. I hate carrots, folks. I despise carrot. No, they're going in D tier. I'm sorry, they have to go in D tier. Carrots have to go in D tier. I've honestly actually never eaten like a whole carrot, like a proper piece of carrot, since I was maybe, I don't know, the last time I tried it, I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. But I had an experience where someone made me carrot soup, and I didn't know what kind of soup it was, and they said, here's your soup, and I'm like, what's this? And they're like, try it and find out. And so I took a little sip of the carrot soup, and that was one of the most vile things I've ever put in my mouth. And I've eaten rotten eggs just this morning. And yeah, I was almost sick with those rotten eggs this morning, but the carrot soup was probably worse. And for that reason alone, the carrots are going down in D. Next, we've got this thing. This is the egg. The only reason I know what this is, the eggplant, or there's another name for it that I'm forgetting. What else do people call it? I don't remember, but I've never actually eaten it, and so I'm going to leave it down here and never had. It looks funny, and people usually use it as an emoji to represent the male reproductive organ. Anyway, garlic. Garlic is an S tier vegetable, much like potato, very versatile. Garlic, though, is something that you probably don't have on its own. Like potatoes, you can just have them on their own. You just cut them up and you eat them. Garlic, I mean, you could do that, but you probably don't want to. But where garlic excels is in being some sort of flavoring for food. Garlic goes with almost anything. You can put garlic on a steak. You can put it on other vegetables. You can put it on the potatoes. You can put it on bread. There are so many uses for garlic. And honestly, as my personal preference, I'm gonna leave it under the potatoes. I think potatoes are maybe a little bit better than garlic, but it's close. It's a close one. Wait a minute. What's this? I thought that was spring onion. Yeah, okay. I actually don't know what this thing is. What is that? I'm trying to make it. It's very small. Zoom in. I don't know what that thing is. I mean, if I don't know what it is, then it probably means I haven't had it, right? Is that what that means? Yeah, so I'm going to put this thing, whatever it is, in there. This is cauliflower, isn't it? Ew. I would love to put cauliflower in D, but honestly, I don't think I've actually ever eaten cauliflower. All I know is that it's disgusting, and so it's going in there anyway. But it should be in here. Like, in my mind, it's in D, but I've never had it, so I can't actually put it in there fairly. Next we'll go with chilies. Chilies, I'm sure these are chilies. I've recently started eating chilies. For a very long time, I wouldn't eat anything spicy when I was younger. Until I was like 17, maybe even 18, 19. I thought that southern fried chicken was spicy. Like, even pepper was too spicy for me. Like, I've always been, as I said at the start of this video, I've always been a very fussy eater. I've always been a very plain eater. I wouldn't put seasoning on anything. I wouldn't try anything other than plain. I don't eat sauces, anything. And that was me for a very long time. But as of late, I have started eating chilies. And this has only been maybe 3 months ago I started eating chilies, and honestly, I really, really like them. I'm going to put them up here with the peppers. They're maybe not quite as versatile, maybe not use them in as many circumstances as I would use these peppers, the bell peppers. But yeah, I'm going to put the chili peppers up here in A tier as well, because I've really been enjoying them as of late. And so next we have these. Are these green beans, or as some people would call them, runner beans? I think they are. As far as these go, I like these a lot as well. I'm going to actually put these in A tier. At the bottom of A tier, I think the peppers are like a lot better than green beans, but I do like green beans a lot. And again, these are something I will eat without butter, but with butter on them and garlic, they're heavenly. Amazing. And so now we have peas. Peas are something I'm going to put just under the green beans. Again, peas are probably a vegetable that I honestly don't really need anything else on. I just really like peas. The main issue with peas sometimes is just they make a mess. Like, I don't think I've ever eaten peas before without peeing on the floor. But obviously what I mean by that is dropping a pea on the floor, and everyone goes, oh, ha ha, you peed on the floor, ha ha ha. Next, this one, is this beetroot? Is this beetroot? Beetroot is that, right. I've never eaten beetroot before, but wait a minute, that's not beetroot. Or is this one beetroot? I don't know which one's beetroot. Is this one? Or is it this one? They look like the same thing to me. Okay, we're pretending this one's beetroot. I've never eaten it before, but I grew up in a household where it was eaten and consumed very, very often. And the smell of beetroot, ugh. People, it was like always in a jar, I think. Maybe it's pickled beetroot, maybe it's not how beetroot always is. But for that reason, I'm going to say it's a step up from never had, because I have experienced some parts of it. Sure, I've not tasted it, but I've experienced the other senses. I've experienced the smell. And they say that smell is something like 70% of taste. So, yeah, we're putting it in D. Even under the carrots, honestly, because I think that stuff's probably absolutely vile. Brussels sprouts. These are Brussels sprouts, right? I believe so. Right. I tried Brussels sprouts for the first time at Christmas 2020. I tried them at my mum's when I went to my mum's for Christmas. And yeah, they were bad. They were not nice at all. Like, they were actually horrible. Not as bad as carrots, but they were bad. I didn't like them at all. I thought they were actually going to be quite inoffensive. I thought, why do some people complain about sprouts? They don't look that bad. And I bit it, and it wasn't a good time. Mushrooms. I like mushrooms a lot. Mushrooms are actually going to go in here right under the chili peppers. I love mushrooms. I eat mushrooms. And again, mushrooms are something that I've only started eating in maybe the last year as well. But I really do enjoy mushrooms. I don't know what this thing is. Like, I have actually no clue. It almost looks like chicken. It kind of looks like chicken. I don't know what that is, but so I'm going to put it down here. Is this cucumber? Are these water sausages? They look like water sausages to me. I've never tried a water sausage, as I call them. And so I guess I need to put it in never had. Although again, like beetroot, I've smelled them before, and they don't smell very nice. But they don't. It's not as, I don't have as much of a negative reaction. No, okay, I just remembered. I once had a gin with cucumber in it, and it was disgusting. It was absolutely vile. I think the Brussels sprouts were actually better than that. So yeah, you're going in there. I have tasted it in a glass of gin. That was absolutely vile. I'm glad I remembered that. Right, is this asparagus? I think this is asparagus. Asparagus is okay. It's not my favorite. I mean, I'm going to put it like here under the broccoli. I mean, it's edible. I'll eat it. But I feel like it kind of needs some garlic on it or something. Onion. I like onion. Onions are good vegetables. I'm going to put them here under the peas on an A tier. Pumpkin. I've never eaten pumpkin. I've never eaten anything pumpkin flavored. I've just never tried anything flavored of pumpkin. I don't believe I would like it. And the smell isn't too great. I mean, the smell isn't too offensive either, but it's just not something that I find very appealing and I've never wanted to try. But anyway, it goes in never had. Right, this thing, I can't tell if that's beetroot or the other one above it's beetroot. So just pretend that the one I put above here, pretend that one is beetroot. And this one, if it is beetroot, just imagine they're switching places. But one of them I'm putting in the never had because I have no clue what it is. This thing, I have no clue what... Is this like a turnip? I honestly have no clue what that is either. That's going in never had. Right, lettuce. I like lettuce. I eat lettuce a lot. I'm going to put lettuce up here, actually, above the green beans. I eat lettuce a lot. And again, another thing I've only started eating in maybe the last year. Before the last year, when I had like a burger, I would literally just have the bun, the beef, and some bacon. Literally nothing else. No vegetables, no sauce, nothing. Bun, beef, bacon. That's it. Occasionally I'd put black pudding on there or an egg to spice things up, but in general, bun, beef, bacon. That's it. Now when I have a burger, I take away the bacon, I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, and I just have bun, beef, lettuce. I'm moving up in the world, folks. Right, and I think is this red lettuce or is it like cabbage or something? I've never had whatever it is, so I'm putting it down here. Right, what is this thing? I have no clue what that is, and again, never had. Right, I need to zoom in because these things at the bottom, I have actually no clue what a lot of these are. Right, what is... Right, is this like lemongrass or something? That's like a guess. I have no clue what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's going in never had. Oh, is that parsley? Is this one parsley? I like parsley. But parsley, again, it's another one of these vegetables that's very inoffensive. Like, it's not really worth mentioning. I mean, maybe it's a little bit better than spring onions. I'm going to put it there. It's nice for decoration. It looks pretty. But that's about it. Oh, wait, what's this one? There's another one here that looks the same. Is that the parsley? Or is one of these like mint or something? Okay, that's... Where'd it go? That looks like parsley to me. Maybe it's coriander. Okay, yeah, I'm lost here, folks. I don't know what half this crap is. Like, these are just leaves. Who eats leaves? Now, those are literally leaves. I can go outside right now. I can walk down the street and find those on the ground. That is exactly what those are. Ginger. Okay, I do not like ginger. I'm not a ginger fan. Right, it's not as disgusting as these other things because I can take a hint of it and cope with it. It's just I do not choose to eat it. And so for that reason, the ginger is going to go in C tier. This thing, I feel like I've had it before. Is that pak choy or something? I'm not sure. I don't know what half this stuff is. Folks, you're going to have to excuse me a second. I need to go to the toilet. So, what do we even go with next? Like, this looks like lettuce or something, but I have no clue. And so does this. Like, what are these things? Can I not, like, search them? This thing, I have no clue. That's going to never had. As is this. What is that? It looks like a stupid little squid. Like, what is that? That's not calamari. Go away. I keep saying, I have no clue what half this stuff is. Like, what is this? Is this grape? No, it's not grapefruit. Grapefruit's a fruit. I don't know what this thing is. What is it? And what's leaves? Leaves. Yum. And yum. And yum. And what's this? A pine cone? What's with that? It's a shell. It looks like something you get in Pokemon. And this looks like lettuce again. Unless they're doing like different types of lettuce. Is that what this is all about? Just different types? I don't know. So I guess you go up there. And I don't know what kind of thing you are. I mean, I already put this here thinking it was parsley. Okay, sure, we'll put you there. And no, because what if it's mint? I don't like mint. So let's leave it. I don't know what these things are. I wish there were names on them. What is this little red thing? Yeah, I've no clue what that is. That radish or something? I don't know what a radish is. What even is a radish? Wow, I got it right. It is a radish. That thing's a radish. Okay, I've never eaten a radish before, so again, that goes there. And I don't know what that is. What's pak choy look like? Okay. Let's put it on my other window. Pak choy. Where is that? Right, it's not this one. Where is the pak choy? Which one of these is pak choy? Is it this one? Is this the pak choy? I've had pak choy before, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I tried this. And it was okay, I guess. It can go in here, like, under broccoli. But honestly, folks, I mean, there are probably some vegetables in this never had tier that I have had before, and I'm just not recognizing them. Like, I'm pretty sure that some of these might be lettuce. Like, these two might be lettuce or cabbage or something, but I can't tell. Like, I don't know. I really don't know for sure. And so let's go over the tier list. So here we have potatoes, is S tier obviously, and also garlic. Best vegetables there are. I hope that is potato, by the way. A tier, we have some very good vegetables. We have these bell peppers. We have the chili peppers. We have mushrooms. We have lettuce. We have green beans, peas, and onions. In B tier, we have what I believe is parsley. Or if it's not parsley, let's just pretend it's parsley. We also have spring onions, or as I call them, sprunions. We also have corn on the cob, or corn in general, I suppose. Then we have broccoli, we have pak choy, and we have asparagus. Then down here in C tier, this is the vegetables that really, I don't really enjoy them, but I can cope with them if I have to. And so we've got ginger here. And then we've got D tier, these are disgusting vegetables that no one should have to eat. And that's Brussels sprouts, water sausages, carrots, and beetroot. And then finally, obviously, we have the never had. And so that's it, folks. That's my vegetable tier list. I will be sure, as always, to leave a link to this tier list in the description down below so you can go and try it out and make your own vegetable tier list and then send it to me on social media or Discord and let me know what you're thinking about these vegetables. What vegetables do you like best? And also, leave some comments. Let me know what other kind of tier lists would you like to see me make. Do you want to see me do a meat tier list, a steak tier list, a fast food tier list? Just let me know in those comments. What kind of tier list would you like to see me do? It doesn't have to be food. We can go away from food. It can be whatever you think. Let me know down below. And as always, make sure to like or dislike the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell. And if you want to support the channel, hit the join button and you'll be able to see some videos early.